Yes, I thought for a second that the camera was bugged, but it snapped back to functioning. Right. So I drew a little bit more on the. I haven't had lots of time offline to work on this, but that's how it is at the moment. Um, it's kind of getting there. I think I need to draw Samus and then start like tying everything together. At the moment now, it's too. I need to see the big picture, right? Hey, good morning, Aski. Chillstrand. Yeah, it's morning already. How crazy isn't that? Make sure you have one of these for your Cintiq if you have a Cintiq. Wipe off all the dust that collects over the night and on the tip. Otherwise, there's a huge chance that there's something on the pen or something on the screen and you drag it. It increases the chances of damaging the screen. Hey, Morphia. How's it going? All right, it's Friday. I'm tired, but it's Friday. Let's do it. So let's start on Samus. I was watching a lot of people. I've been watching rather people play games, you know, like on YouTube Live or Twitch, and I think it's a great way to experience a game even if you don't have time to play it. You know, like for me, for example, I work for a lot of games, and I definitely don't have time uh, to play all of the games. So, so watching someone else play the games is actually quite a good compromise of playing versus not playing and observing. I mean, in a perfect world, I would have way more time to uh, play video games. We were talking on Discord yesterday about Zelda games. Hey, Quentin. Yeah, and I remember like back in the day when I was little, how much fun it is to play games all the time, and like engulfing yourself in a world like in a game. Like, that's one of the things I absolutely love to do. Is just this idea about being immersed like in the world, right? You run around in the fields like Zelda in this instance, and it nothing else really exists when you're in the state of playing the game, right? You don't sit on the sofa anymore. Um, there's some sort of extension of yourself into the world. You stop focusing on your like physical existence, right? Which is an interesting. That itself is an interesting experience. It's much like meditation, I guess, to some degree, where you're so engulfed in what you're doing that your physicality ceases to you stop. like registering, right? Hey, Captain Jetlag. Hey, Tag I'm Bull. Tag I'm Bull. Sure. So the whole idea is to have like a Super Metroid um, space pirate scene, them attacking. So what I'm doing now is just doing the clean line art. I've been streaming the whole process, even though maybe it's not super exciting to look at 30 minutes in the morning every day this week, but I'm kind of digging the progress that I'm making. And I also don't want to stick too much to the original Samus design. I want to I want to give it a little bit of a twist. It's not going to be any major twist at all. It's just going to be more or less Samus done in my way. Oh, thank you, Taiwan Bull. Thank you very much. It's just you're somewhat new on the Discord channel. The link is underneath the window. I have a Discord channel for this stream where a lot of people hang out, and every 2 weeks I set up a challenge, which is a random topic, and everyone has 2 weeks to do something. So this challenge now is your favorite video game or movie character, and you should just make a cool picture with it, and you're free to give it your own twist. You know, like your spin on things. It's not like mandatory to do that, like put a spin on things, but you can if you want. So I chose this 2 week challenge to contribute. So this is I'm a huge fan of Super Metroid. I always been. It's for me, one of the best games I've ever played. They really nailed the mood and the feel of finding new places and unlocking new skills and so on. It was such a well-made game that was just kind of filled to the brim with mood. Hey, Jacob Mobley and Bjork. Ocarina of Time was pretty good. I must agree. It's one of those. For me, Ocarina of Time is one of the good ones. Like definitely a top 5 or top 10 game. Yeah, for me, the catalyst of making my own game um, was all the Nintendo games, like the 8-bit NES games. Those were so. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I lied there just there. The game that made me want to do my own games were actually tabletop RPGs. You know, like Mutant and Dungeons and Dragons and so on. Because of the immersive aspect of it. Like it, I mean, I'm born in the '80s, so I'm old. So I remember the time where there weren't video games, right? Home consoles. Um, and the way that you were immersed in those tabletop games really opened my eyes that, like, can you really create something that doesn't exist and exist in that world? It's such a significant matter. I was so impressed by that. So that me and my brother, we started making our own games to the point where um, we started constructing worlds. We went to like a construction site and stole this insulation foam. You know, like you spray it and it looks like a yellow hair mousse. You know what you have for your haircut, and then it turns hard and grows. Don't clip that. And we took like a huge piece of wood, sprayed that insulation foam all over the place, and then we had the beginning of a planet, and we started carving in it and creating paths and all these things, and we like took tabletop to a completely new level of creating the gaming field. Hey Novio, Captain Jetlag. I worked for um, Bosky. Yay! It was fun to do. Hopefully, more of it down the line. I'm good friends with the outsource manager. We're old friends. He's done pretty much all the Zelda games. What? I'm confused. Bosky as in Bosky for Zelda, or Bosky the studio that makes Lawbreakers? I'm talking about the studio Bosky with Cliff Basinski that are making Lawbreakers. Hey Maxi, welcome. Glad you could make it. Yeah, just so you guys know about the line art, I usually just give everything one line width, and then afterwards I'll go over and make the lines better. So for now, it looks a little bit dry, but it's intentional. With extra effort put into it, I'm hoping it's gonna make more sense later. So now all I'm looking for is just placement and composition, and then I'll go over all the lines and give it a little bit more prettier shapes. Right, right. So Captain Jet, like that was another good person that. There is the studio called Bosky. They made a new FPS shooter, like an arena shooter called Lawbreakers. I think it's released today, even, if I'm not mistaken. So I had the pleasure on designing characters and skins and all sorts of things for that company, and also on their next endeavor, which is even more fun. Okay, now some crazy ass juggling gonna happen here with lines, something like this most likely. But yeah, lately I've been so low in energy. I've been trying to do late into the night, but at midnight I just can't stay awake. I need to, I guess, fill up the tank with alcohol. So I'm gonna have some beer. I want to have some good game. I want to play some cool game and not think about art. Just switch off completely. Switch off the business head. Switch off the art head. Just be a drunk idiot. I think it's needed. But I don't have any fun games to play. I want to play Escape from Tarkov, actually. That game looks super cool. Very tactical and all that. I love that kind of things where brain comes into play and not just twitchy fingers. Oh, really, Quentin? Street Fighter 4, yeah, that's good fun. Especially if you have like a fight tournament and there's drinking involved and penalties and bragging rights. You gotta have some sort of penalty for losing, right? Like down a glass of beer, not a pint, mind you. You're not gonna be able to be able to play more than 2 rounds. But some sort of camaraderie, right? You really gotta step up your game so you don't get too drunk. So when you do have to drink something in punishment, there's like tactics involved, right? You either get too drunk so you just give up, get even more drunk, or you focus in, right? You don't want to get too deep down in the beer glass, so you gotta start performing. Or maybe there's money involved. Who has to clean the kitchen? I mean, Quentin, if your roommates are women, that's a great idea. Maybe not so exciting to see some fat nerd without his sweater on. Because we all know what a great physique we have when we sit in front of the computer all day. I have on the topic of exercising. I've actually been running for a couple of months now, 3 times a week. It's really makes a huge difference in the way my body feels, which is great. I used to be quite I used to be quite fit. Well, now I'm obviously not. I'm old and I'm fat. Um, so I thought at least reduce the fat aspect. I was not going to be able to change my age, but at least reduce the beer belly a bit. Plus, it's really important to keep moving. Um, if you're working hard, especially if you put the hours in, you really need to put the hours in outside of sitting as well. Novio, I'm not addicted to running, no. Um, I mean, I've like I said, I'm no stranger to moving. I used to move quite a lot, walking and inline skating long distances and so on. When I was younger and single, or not without family rather, I used to go with inline skates for hours out. So the whole idea of moving as a source of way of meditation is, I'm well aware of it, and I also used to do quite a lot of martial arts for many years. So, but the running itself is just a way for me to move. So what I do is I take my kid to school, and the school is like 4 kilometers away. Uh, so I drop her off, and then I run back home. So it's just a means of moving my body, right? It's for me. I want to do it more, but I have a hard time finding the time because I'm so busy all the time, right? So I found that this solution of taking her to school and running the way back is the perfect way to exercise. So I do. I mean, I do enjoy the running aspect. It always feels nice to move your body, uh, and the inner monologue that occurs as you're running and so on.
All right.
Hey Seth, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Yet another head count. By the way, people, stop what you're doing. The counter is over 1,500, which means I have yet to fix the counter, but it means that we are on the next stretch goal, and that means I need to do a special stream for something extra special. So you guys on Discord gotta write in suggestions, the channel suggestions, what the extra stream should be about, and I will again do some giveaways, some free prints. Um, who will win what? I'm not sure, but it'll be some giveaway prints. I'm thinking not only steampunk, but we'll see. We'll see. I have to think more about it. But we are over 1,500 followers, which is great. Shilstrand, yeah. I run like hell home. It takes me around like 20 minutes or 15 minutes to run 4 kilometers. So during that time, um, there's lots of inner monologue happening. There's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of, I should do this, I should do that. What the F is that person talking about? What should I really need to answer that email? And you're just running and keep thinking about all this stuff, and you organize your thoughts, and maybe you start thinking about something completely different, and then all of a sudden you're home and you go like, what the? All right. One thing I hate about running though is when you're running on just one road that is long and you can see the end of the road. And of course, at the last road to my house is one of those roads. So that's like the hell. I have to run and I see the end far, far away, and it just gets slowly larger and larger. I was like, and it feels good finishing that damn road. And like it's the last damn stretch that's the most annoying, and it's a great sense of like freedom hitting that last stretch. Thanks everyone, Jacob and Quentin and Novio. We are at 1,500. So I can actually count the people. Seth Abomin 8, Maxibo 98, TwitchGal 250, BMO Art, Chazbot TV, Yay JJ Colors, Murderlin, and Triple Threat are the 10 people that pushed me over 1,500. Yes! Ding, 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 knockout. So that's cool. So make sure in the Discord on suggestions what the extra stream should be about. I know there were discussions about having my wife on, as she's an artist as well. Not sure about how she would appreciate that, but another one would maybe do portfolio review, maybe even do a portfolio review of my own portfolio, was a suggestion before, I remember. Doing paintovers, but maybe that's not that interesting. Maybe me playing video games and streaming the video game. That could be fun. I don't know. Play a game with all of you. Who has that's gonna be possible. Well, maybe. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. It's exciting. Exciting. A Discord hangout. Yeah. I mean, we do have a Google Hangout account. We could all just hang out on that one on the stream, talk some shit. I think that would be cool. That's a cool idea. While playing a game. Yeah. Oh, no video. Right. Yeah. I mean, whatever good ideas you guys have or suggestions you have, make sure to post it on the Discord, so it's all in one place. So I don't need to remember every suggestion by heart, and then the chances are, because of my mind, is that I'm gonna forget like over half of it. I'm thinking way too much, and I have a hard time remembering everything. So please feel free to post it on the Discord, and we'll get on it. Hey, Beard Bros. By the way, everyone, after this stream, Beard Bros will do their stream. So if you guys want to hang out and listen to weird conversations, those are the guys you should go to. I've tried many times to pay attention to the stream, but occasionally their discussions take some weird turn, and I don't know. I can't stay focused. But it's an kind of an entertaining. I'm selling it wonderfully. It's kind of an entertaining show or a stream. No, it's good stuff. Go and hang out with them after the stream. Thanks, Big Bros. Yeah, Brood War StarCraft. I played just the vanilla version years ago when it was released. Captain Jetlag. Yeah, no, I'm not burning out. I'm very. I have a good sense of my emotions and body and so on. So now I know I'm feeling that I need a switch off. I need to flush the system a bit. I feel like that I need to go to bed a lot earlier when I'm in a state like that. The energy is just not there, so I don't try to push it. I just go, all right, screw it, and I just switch everything off and go to bed. But then when I've recharged, my body is ready, and I can feel the difference, right? I can feel that the energy is back, the inspiration is back. Eat right, sleep well for a day or two, and then I'm good to go. Beer Bros, yeah, it's some good banter. Some crazy ass banter. Oh yeah, who was it that suggested there should be exhaust here? So let's put design some sort of exhaust, right? Wow, look at that design. Amazing. That's where smoke's gonna come out, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Jacob Mobley. Yeah, that could be a cool idea. But it's a matter of then of how many players of us have the game or willing to play it, and so on and so on. But do write suggestions on the Discord of what we should do on the special stream of the 1500 special stream. I think some chill hangout would be cool to, and also have all of you kind of contribute to talking, and also what we should do is check who is from where part of the world that's gonna most of you guys are gonna come, because I know that there's a lot of Americans, so maybe we should shift the streaming time so it's fits you guys more, and you know, like Saturday morning here in UK would be late evening for you guys, or evening for you guys. Maybe that would be better. So that's also a topic that we could discuss on Discord. That missile rack is stupid. I have to simplify it. Took wrong turn. It needs to be way more simpler. Anyways, time's up. Oh, I rotated the canvas. I didn't see that. It was like I looked at the stream and like, what the? Why is it like that? There we go. All right, so slowly but surely, I'm gonna try to get it done offline, all the line art. It might not be so much fun for you guys to look, so that we can start doing colors, ideally on Monday, right? We can start blocking it in with colors and play with that on Monday, hopefully. All right, thanks everyone for joining in. Good night for those who are going to bed. Have a wonderful Friday for those who are in the Europe. Thank you very much, dear Bard and Natsuki and Jacob Mobley. All right. Adios, muchachos. And what's girls? Niñas? All right. Bye, everyone. Here comes the outro. Have a good day. Good night. Go to bed. I see you. You go to